air, water, earth, fire. Only the Avatar, master of all elements, can maintain balance between the four nations. But after the death of Avatar Kuruk, our heroes find themselves in a world without one. Have I labelled this well? There we go. So Laoban, you feel a draw to go outside. You can choose to completely ignore and resist it. But you feel something of a draw to that place at the moment.
I mean, shit, I'm gonna have to go, aren't I?
As you get out of bed, Sora sort of mumbles something, but then rolls over onto a pile of books and falls back to sleep. Malcolm is sort of, who was sort of sleeping nestled into your shoulder, sort of looks up. What's going on?
Just taking a wander, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do
Well,
you want me to leave you in bed, or are you coming?
no, I'm all right. I'm just I'll balance on your shoulder. I'm just gonna, and he sort of like leans against you. It is morning, so the sun is up, but it's very early, and you can tell that everyone else is still fairly fast asleep.
I'm gonna take a quiet stroll.
Okay.
Outside.
I'm gonna just put you straight outside, to be fair. Oh, I didn't get to copy and paste you because you were moving. There you go, you're on the map again. Do you remember the way?
Yeah, I remember. I'm a professional.
As it's morning, there aren't many servants out and about, except for the one that's working sort of alongside the barn. He seems to be tilling the hay in preparation for the feeding this morning. Anyway, as you make your way up the hill, your heart is still pounding in your chest, but you feel an immense draw. As you arrive at the shrine, you feel a warm breeze pass almost through you as cherry blossoms seem to drift past. You feel a warmth as you're drawn closer. And you feel the tightness in your chest loosen slightly. What would you like to do while you're here?
I think while I'm here, I'm gonna try the prayer ceremony again. I saw the others do.
Yeah, so you're going to ring the bell on the shrine. As you do, there's a loud ding noise that reverberates, and your hand, which was slightly shaky beforehand, seems to steady for a moment. And the air drops for just a moment. The wind, drops for just a moment, and the warmth of the sort of late summer begins to sort of permeate. I would like you to roll a harmony roll for me, please.
Oh.
Okay. You feel this warmth spread throughout your body. feels almost like an embrace. From just down the stairs, just from behind you, you hear what sounds like footsteps. As you turn around, all you can see, pale image looking back at you. A young woman, smiling. Almost transparent, almost entirely. But she's looking at you and you're looking at her. You can see one another very clearly. There is a moment of immense recognition. And you feel a warmth spreading on the back of your head. As though a hand running through your hair. The figure blinks, but is entirely wordless. You then feel a wriggle on your shoulder. As you look to the side, Malcolm's feathers are puffed up. And his leg, one of his little legs, is shaking and tapping against you. There's no way. His eyes are unblinking as he stares at this woman. What would you like to do?
Gonna question Malcolm.
Okay.
So, are you seeing this too?
I don't know what I'm seeing. She's standing there though. Her eyes then focus on Malcolm, and her smile spreads further, and she nods to him. No. How? Who? I feel like I know her too, but I don't know how. The figure closes in. In fact, you don't really see her move or step. It's like she's suddenly in front of you. Her hair is a similar shade to your own. Her eyes are soft, and her expression even softer. She places her hand against the side of your cheek, and though you don't feel the touch of skin, you feel a warmth, a familiar, comforting warmth. Her other hand nestles around Malcolm, and you feel his tiny, shaking body relax almost immediately. She mouths something wordlessly. You can't make it out. Perhaps Laoban? It's difficult. You can't quite read. In fact, give me a focus roll, please. She is mouthing your name to you. She turns to Malcolm and mouths something to him. Give me another focus roll. She's not looking directly at you anymore, so it's a lot more difficult to make out what she's saying. But as she speaks, Malcolm blinks and thinks for a moment himself. But isn't so used to like human mouths. He's got a beak going on, so he doesn't really take in what she's saying. For a moment, the woman looks almost frustrated at him before smiling and nodding. Her body drifts back, and the warmth of the air is replaced with the cold breeze. As her image fades, leaving behind familiar scent of lavender. What made you come here?
Something told me to. There was a voice in the back of my head, and I just had to come here.
Right, and you recognise that woman?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I know her.
Okay. This is a lot. First thing in the morning. I haven't even had my breakfast, and we're already dealing with weird ghost shit. So,
Yeah.
Oh. Are you all right?
I mean, you look equally as shaken up as I do.
I'm fucking fine. Just.
I'm sure you are, mate. Sure you are.
Yeah.
You seem to recognise her too.
I don't know. I don't know where from, and I don't know how, but the way I was looking at her and she was looking at me, it's like she knew who I was, and there was something familiar about her, like that smell was, I don't know.
You smell it too.
Well, yeah, I've got a pretty good nose for that sort of thing.
It's lavender, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really deal with that sort of thing very often, but for some reason I seem to recognise that scent specifically, and it was nice. It was something comforting about it. I don't know.
I felt the same way. It seemed so familiar, but so distant at the same time.
Yeah, it's yeah. We should This place is fucking weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm equally as confused as you are, mate.
It's all so cryptic. So you've actually been up at the shrine for possibly, it didn't seem like it, but you've been up there for about an hour. At this point, the staff members are already sort of hard at work, but none of them have really noticed that you're on your way down. Or if they did, then they are being very polite about it.
We should head back in, see what the others are up to.
Yeah. Well, see how they're getting on.
I suppose we got up quite early in comparison.
I'm not doing that again.
Understandable. That was a bit weird.
So we'll cut back to the indoor of the mansion where you're all sort of slowly waking up. Taka and Yun probably in bed at this point. Yun sits up with a and he looks over at you, Taka, moves the pillow that you'd sort of like wedged between each other and like throws it aside. He then firmly smacks you over the face with it.
Taka is still unconscious.
Oh shit. He's gonna like just check you're alive. Gonna roll for that. Roll for whether you are still alive. Nah, he's pretty certain you're dead. He's oh shit. Crap. Oh no. Oh god. He's gonna open his door, like burst it open. Excuse me? Someone? Is anyone awake?
I'm gonna answer his call. What's up? What have you done?
I don't know what's happened. Taka's not breathing. I don't know what happened last night, but we were just fooling around, and it doesn't. I don't think.
You mean he's not even snoring?
He
still has that little like cut on his head as well. That's probably still bleeding from the.
Yeah. Quiyue is not on the map. I just realized that.
I was just sat there being like, am I here? Like, do I go answer this? So I'm like, no, I'm not there.
You'd be somewhere in with. I'm gonna put you in with Faye right now because like I don't know where else you'd be theoretically. Lord slept on the sofa.
I'm just glad it wasn't with Haruki. Like, I'm glad you didn't do that to me.
Yeah, it would have been funny, but
just come back after not being here, being like, how am I here?
Yun is now leaning over Taka, like trying to like check his vitals. I don't think he's breathing. I don't know if his heart's beating. He's. I don't know what's happened.
Can I roll to check if he's breathing as well?
Yes, give me a focus roll, please. He's breathing. Yeah, he's breathing. But whether he is, you know, even close to this conscious world, you're unsure.
He's just fucking knackered, mate. He's breathing. Look, you can see his chest rising and falling.
Can you hear me? Taka! And Yun's like screaming in your ear. Taka! Taka!
Nah, still no response.
Don't worry, he sleeps like a log.
No, I know what to do. And he like claps his hands together and starts compressing Taka's chest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
That's to restart his heart. He's not fucking dead.
Laoban, tilt his head back.
Fine.
He's gonna reach in and he's gonna take in a deep breath. And he's gonna like go down to your mouth.
Morning, Laoban.
You wake up and Yun is like right in your face. His lips about to press against yours.
I told you he wasn't fucking dead.
Oh shit! Okay. Wow. Sorry, you were definitely not breathing.
You were. It's fine. He's being a silly sod.
Okay.
You're
I mean,
fine.
I was pretty exhausted last night.
Yeah, we went pretty hard on each other.
Yeah, I won a sword fight, Laoban.
Oh.
Yeah, you're looking at a winner here.
It was something of a draw, really.
I
What
won.
kind of interesting sword fight did you get up to?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say neither of us was on top at any real point.
I was definitely on top.
No, you wanted to be on top. So
I had the high
would
ground.
not.
I was definitely on top.
You would never top me, Taco. You know it.
Do you want to go for round 2?
We can. Wow, actually, today I think we are kind of meant to be doing that, sort of.
If you're going for a round 2, I will vacate the premises.
Well, no, you'll be involved too, Laoban.
Yeah.
In fact, you all will.
I think you'd be pretty good at it, Laoban. Do you want to join in?
I'm good. I'm really.
I mean,
good,
no, honestly, they think that it might help me unlock my avatar state earlier if everyone really just goes at me.
Strange, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the best at combat, as it were, but you know, I'm pretty good.
Oh.
So it'll give me an opportunity to really practice my abilities. I know.
You're talking about combat.
What did you think we meant?
Well, you were talking about being on top and fighting for dominance.
Well, yeah, high
ground,
ground, right? That's what gives you the advantage.
We were up on the desk, and then we had like an actual like fist fight, and we were literally like rolling on the floor, with one of us on top, you know, the other then on top. It was pretty full on. We got pretty hot and sweaty.
When you describe it that way, it sounds a little bit dodgy.
Dodgy? In what way?
I honestly don't see it.
I just, you know, just two hot-blooded young men just going at each other.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've heard a lot of people say the same thing about my brother and his writing, but I never saw that either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about your brother's writing, but in my experience, you know, it's perfectly natural for two young men to just vent their frustrations out on each other physically. That's just
when you tell the others, just clarify that you mean combat, all right? Just
right,
for their peace of mind.
I mean,
yeah, sure.
That's fine. Sure.
It's just easily misconstrued.
Okay, I think you're the one misconstruing this, though. I think.
If anything, it just shows us more about what your line of thinking's like, right? Like maybe get your mind out of the gutter.
I didn't even know what you were thinking about, but now that Taka has said that, I am slightly horrified.
Well, if I said the same thing to you, you'd think the same way.
I'd think you've been.
I absolutely would not. I have way too much respect for you as a person to ever think that.
I respect you as a warrior and as a friend.
That's a very bold thing to say. You don't even know me.
Well, you know, we've had a couple of days to bond. We had fun at the hot spring, right?
Fun?
Yeah, that was great.
I had fun.
Really did de-stress me. That steam was quite good.
Great time.
A really good time, yeah.
Just you wait till later and I'll fucking lay my hands on you.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, just right here. This is what we're here for, you know? We can just absolutely go at each other. I can't wait.
Oh, don't you worry. I won't hold back.
Oh, please don't. I want you to absolutely just annihilate me as best you can.
Oh, she'll destroy you, dude. You're gonna be walking with a limp for the rest of the day when she's done with you.
Bed and just start getting dressed in front of you both.
No, I'm out. I'm leaving. I don't need this. Oh fuck! Come along, Malcolm. I'm leaving him behind. I didn't know.
I don't want to see that. No.
No, that's enough. Too much. No, thank you. Let's go get breakfast or something, because I'm not doing
that. Faye, you wake up. Quiyue was sort of came in later during the night, and sort of like tucked into bed with Perry. So you kind of slept with both Quiyue and Perry like pressed against you.
I had Erwin up on the bed as well.
Oh god, the bed is now covered in fur.
Yeah, it's not great. Faye is up doing stretches, like her morning stretches.
Lod's kind of watching you from the sofa, sort of head rested on the arm of the chair, sort of just watching you as you do it.
He always realised everyone's like got out of bed and is now quite cold, with just Perry cuddled up to him like, where's the rest of the warmth gone?
Perry sort of like tries to nestle into you, but your skinny body is offering no warmth to him.
I mean, Erwin can go back on the bed if you want.
Oh. And Owen presses himself against you, offering his mane as warmth.
Quiyue does not know how to feel about this, but is sleepy and takes it.
And you feel like a snout press against in between your sort of like your neck and your shoulder.
Faye is gonna turn to Laud and go, are you just gonna sit there and watch, or are you gonna join me?
Oh, sorry, I was fast asleep, my lady. I was just, you know, I was sleeping on the sofa. I was obviously a privilege as the but my neck is a little sore.
Well, stretches will do you good then. Get over here.
I think I need some form of massage. I don't know. Do you think anyone here would offer that service?
You could probably ask one of the servants, but
I think.
He always pipes up. It's like, Perry will give you a massage if you want one.
Nick, you quite all right?
Let me see your neck. Let me see you.
Yeah, walks over to you. He's you can't really see anything. He's just, if anything, he's just slept a bit funny.
She's gonna like grab the back of his neck. Her hands would be really cold.
Yeah.
Like really cold. And she's just gonna like dig her thumbs into the muscle and try and do like whatever the hell is wrong with his neck.
Okay. Give me a passion roll, please. Whether you pop his head off.
Yeah. See how strong this is. Passion. Where is passion? I'm lost.
It's just
there
on
it is,
the...
there it is, there it is. It's okay. So I find it.
So you are kneading the back of his neck, and you're like, for some reason, you've decided to focus where his spine connects with his neck, and they're like pressing firmly. And he's like, my lady, and his shoulders like tense up, and his arms start flapping like a frantic chicken as he starts like trying to move away. But you've got quite a firm grip on him, and you feel him sort of go very rigid in your arms for a second, and then just slump to the floor.
Are you okay?
Quite fine, my lady, he says, crawling on his elbows.
Maybe you should have just done the stretches with me instead. It's easier with the kids when they get a crick in their neck.
It's fine. My lady, you've done a very good job. Thank you so much for what you have done. I just need to regain the sensation in my legs.
Oh, okay. She just goes back to her stretch.
One, two.
Yeah.
Oh. Owen starts from the bed.
He's like counting them for her.
Yeah.
Kiyue gives moral support from the bed, but also has no intention of moving right now.
Yeah. She has to keep up with her daily stretches, otherwise she'll lose her flexibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like pretzeling and doing all sorts right now.
Yeah. He's gonna get out of bed. Head straight towards the tea room. Where Laoban is sat down. She's gonna go sit opposite her. Good morning, dearie. How are you feeling this morning?
Morning. A little bit groggy, but that's just a short night's sleep for you.
You look absolutely terrible, my dear. What, did you not get a very good night's sleep?
Not in the slightest.
Oh. Well, the bed's not comfortable enough for you.
It's just a lot on my mind, that's all.
Oh. Well, a busy mind makes for a restless body. Do you know what's good for that, though? A nice hot cup of tea.
You know what? I'm down for that.
And she lifts the kettle, and a flame appears in her hand that begins to heat from underneath it. You're something of a firebender yourself, aren't you?
Something's the right word for it. I just don't use it.
Well, why not?
I don't know, I just really dislike fire. I remember something, but I don't, and I just have this immense fear of it.
When I was younger, I had a experience that, if in many ways, put me off my firebending, and it took me time to get used to it once again, and I think that's something that a lot of us firebenders go through, you know. It's such a violent and passionate form of bending, and yet it's also a part of us. And if we don't have control of it, and if we don't we're not responsible with it, then it can end up hurting those that we care about. But I suppose I don't need to tell you that. I think what you're doing is responsible, but at the same time, you shouldn't run away from your gifts, young girl. I can tell you're a very talented young lady. She's going to pour you some tea, and she passes it over to you. Careful, it's quite hot. But it's jasmine infusion. It's very calming, soothing even. As you pick the as you're past the mug, Malcolm sort of looks at the tea and sort of like shakes ever so slightly. Now, what is ailing you? What is on your mind, young one?
It's just a lot. There's a lot of things that have happened since being here, and just a lot of memories.
In many ways, the mind is a lot like a desk. Sometimes, the desk just needs to be cleared of all the debris that is on there. If there is too much on there, it becomes cluttered and you're unable to focus.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot on mine right now.
Well, if you need any assistance, perhaps, your friends could be there to help. Or, if you ever need the ear of a wise old lady. That's me, by the way. I'm the wise old lady. So.
Thank you.
She takes a sip of her tea, which is still piping hot. And you can see for a moment that she has definitely burnt her lips, but is powering through regardless. What's everyone else doing in the morning?
Taka and Yun are probably going to head over there now, though now they're both conscious and dressed.
Yeah, Yun is dressed and raring to go, and is heading on to the off to the tea room.
Faye is gonna come along after Lord leaves so she can get dressed.
Kiyue starts to leave. It's like, come on, Lord, let's go get food.
She got to put on them titty bandages, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, of course. Some breakfast would be nice. Are you going to be okay, Miss Faye? Do you need any assistance in
Kiyue just comes in and drags.
Yes.
I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon.
Oh no, I left Perry.
No, not Perry. Yeah, Faye's just gonna get dressed She's just gonna get dressed real fast and then.
These stalls are in stupid places. I can't.
They are. That's why I'm carefully repositioning everyone.
No, that's fine.
Well, good morning, everybody. I didn't expect everyone to gather in the tea room. Usually people gather downstairs for dinner, but if anyone would like a nice hot cup of tea, pause.
Tea's always good first thing in the morning.
Passes it over. Do be careful, it is piping hot.
Okay.
So
she's gonna take a sip.
Has everybody slept okay tonight? Was everyone quite comfortable?
Oh, I had a great sleep. I slept like a log.
I slept like someone sleeping next to a log.
Kiyue gave me a fright in the middle of the night when they showed up out of nowhere.
What did you get up to yesterday, Kiyue?
Don't know. I've got some form of amnesia.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that can happen. Have you been through a traumatic event recently?
I mean, I could do. I can't remember.
Oh. Well, jasmine tea can always help unlock memories. And she passes a mug over to you.
Have you ever tried lavender and elderflower tea? It's lovely.
I guess I'll just try all of the teas.
Maybe eventually, it'll at least help you relax and get a good night's sleep. Which is just what you want at the start of the day. After a short amount of time, Kiyoshi and Rangi both walk in. Rangi has her makeup already perfectly applied. Kiyoshi still looks a little sleepy. As they walk in, Lard immediately jumps from his seat. Sorry, my ladies, please. And Kiyoshi sort of nods thankfully, and as Rangi sort of walks by. Oh, thank you. I didn't catch your name, sir. This is Lard. It's Lard. I'm nobody really. Oh, well, if you're nobody, that's not important then. And Rangi's gonna go sit down over here. Yes.
Faye's gonna like beckon Lord over to share her seat.
He leaps off the floor and is like bounding over to you like a happy Labrador, and nestles down next to you, between you and Erwin.
Yeah, there's not a lot of space, but.
So, Rangi, you're quite the
Yes.
firebender, right?
I am a very talented firebender, yes.
So, are you like Yoon's mentor or something?
I think he wished I was his mentor. I don't need the most powerful firebender to show me how to firebend. That's not how it works.
I mean, if you did
It's
need the most powerful
latent
firebender, you could have just asked me. I'm right here, dude.
Wow. Maybe Taka would be a better teacher, Rangi. You know what? Last night we went at it real hard,
We did.
and there was some sparks flying for sure.
Who knows? Maybe I'd be quite the proficient lightning bender if I knew how to do it.
Kiyoshi's face has gone very red as she looks over at Yun.
Kiyue looks over at Laoban being like, what's going on with those two? Like, wait, what?
We were sword fighting all night last night.
We were
That
sword fighting, and
Doesn't
then
sound any better.
we got a bit hot and heavy. There was a bit of a sweat building up. Two young hearts beating as we just pounded each other.
I didn't know you were gay, Taka.
Wait, what? You're gay?
What? I'm gay?
Well, if
I
you
know.
guys were pounding
I mean,
each other, does that not?
That's okay if you are. Like, I've got no problems with that. Like,
I mean,
But you,
this is news to
you
me.
guys- You guys just said you were pounding each other. Like,
yeah, proper.
Yeah,
like,
with our
fist fight and
swords.
everything.
I punched him at one point too.
Yeah.
Faye is gonna nod along like she completely understands what they mean, and she's just like, she's like, yes. She just loves fighting.
It was, and if any of you want to, have at me, I can go all day and all night if I need to.
I reckon Faye can wrestle you to the ground.
I reckon Faye could absolutely annihilate me if I'm honest, but that's part of the training. Maybe that's what will unlock my avatar state.
I mean, Laoban has also offered to take you to Pound Town.
That's true.
Remember what I
She's
told
it.
you guys to say earlier?
She
That you
came.
should clarify.
She came into our to clarify. Laoban came into our room earlier, and we thought Taka was dead, and she told me that she would annihilate me and that we could really go to town on each other.
No.
I'm really confused. Is everyone sleeping with everyone? What happened yesterday?
No. I slept in the same room as you, and it was just me.
They're clearly talking about fighting.
Yeah.
See,
It
Faye
doesn't
gets it.
sound like they are.
It was
No.
not clear to me at first.
It definitely sounds sexual.
Sexual.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Can you guys not hear it?
Faye
we
cannot
didn't really
hear it.
much. We didn't really hear much. There was just the sound of two bodies colliding. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think
The
that
room
was
is
really
soundproof anyway, so no one else really heard
Yeah.
anything either.
Kiyoshi is like buried her head in her hands. Well, young men do have to get their aggressions out one way or another. So as long as you're finding a healthy way of doing it, and you're
Yeah, we
being
were just
safe,
blowing off some steam together, right?
well, good.
Definitely sounds sexual. I'm so confused.
I told them the same thing, and I told them to clarify before they told everyone, which apparently they have not done. And I'm glad that it's not just me that had it.
No, that's definitely very weird wording.
No,
on
I'm
their
pretty
part.
sure those two are fucking. I'm pretty certain. I think they're just
Malcolm's
fucking
in
with it.
agreement.
I think that's quite strong language to use. You said you weren't going to intrude on our conversations. You told me that you weren't going to do that, so you're going to be... Oh, yeah, sorry, I forget.
Wait, what's going on?
Huh?
Oh, nothing, just a crazy old woman talking to herself.
Well, you did do that at the hot springs.
Yes, manic episodes, me, manic. Takes
Well,
another sip of a piping hot tea.
Faye's just like, that's okay, we all get that way sometimes.
Well, you get to my age, it becomes much more frequent, I assure you.
Taka's gonna lean into you and say, "Well, Fire Nation women definitely don't raisin, but I guess maybe the brains aren't as
Yeah. Also,
What do
are you gay? Because like, it's okay if you are, but like,
I mean, I don't know if I really explored that part of my character yet. I had a thing with a girl at the university, but it's kind of like a on and off. Me being completely oblivious to her advantage sort of situation.
Ah, yeah, those are the best ones. I like a woman where it's completely ambiguous whether there's even anything between us. You know, that's the sort of.
It's one of
that's
those
the
where,
sort of
like, you know,
dynamic I
she
strive
completely
for.
waits till the very last second to confess her feelings, and then it was too late.
Yeah. There's something very romantic about, you know, a love that will never ignite because they're both just, you know, too stubborn or just too oblivious.
It's just my part being too oblivious to it. Really, I was too much of a himbo.
Yeah, I love that. As he says that, like Kiyoshi's like glaring at him. It's like...
To be fair, I was investigating 2 separate criminal cases at the time, so I had a lot of stuff on my desk, really.
Yeah. Anyway, I am absolutely full of tea right now, but I am ready to also blow off some steam, as it were. Would any of you guys like to accompany me to the dojo?
Faye immediately moves. She's ready.
I'm pretty sure the last time we were in a dojo, Laoban gave someone brain damage.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Well, don't threaten me with a good time. He stands up and leaps to his feet. Come on, guys, let's get motivated. It is 10 a.m. Kiyoshi stands up and sort of stretches her shoulders out. Okay, if we have to. And Rangi runs a hand through her hair, and then make sure her hair is properly tied back. Okay, fine. I think I can do it. Not a problem. As the 3 of them jump to their feet and go to exit. And what we'll do, we'll just take you guys outside. You can all stop moving for a second.
Sorry. Got too excited. I love moving my character token.
Laoban's here, but I'm going to delete Laoban because I'm about to copy her back on. And in different spots now. See, this works. This is fine, right? So Yun gestures for you all to follow, and leads you over to this little chamber over here. Okay, guys. Now this place has been built to withstand the full force of the Avatar. Though it is also very heavily made of wood, so please, you know, try and keep the firing under control and don't, like, set the whole thing ablaze, because that could be pretty problematic.
Well, I thought that might be something I did, but it turns out I never did that, so we should be good.
Ah, okay, that's good. The wood's, like, varnished, so I'm pretty sure that, you know, like, lowers the risk of it all igniting and killing us all. We don't have a waterbender, do we?
No.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem. If there's a fire, then I'm sure, Lady Haruki, you can sort it out. Oh, yes, I can do many things. Including putting out fires? Probably. Okay, well, I'm filled with confidence. Come on, guys, follow me. And as you head in, you're brought to the dojo. Change the music for this area.
I like the
Gentle.
art for you.
I love they're all drawn in a different art style.
I love it.
I spent ages earlier trying to get them all in the right sizes. Okay, guys, so as I said, this place is built to withstand pretty much anything. The way we're going to do this, I'm going to team up with Rangi and Kiyoshi over here, and we're going to go up against you guys. I know the numbers don't really match up, but I think they'll be fine. I'm sure it'll work out. Right, guys? Yes, I'm sure we can try our best. I mean, the objective is to push you to the point of your abilities, so... Exactly. And, you know, we're all pretty powerful benders ourselves, so you guys are going to struggle.
I mean, I feel like I should warn you, my firebending has a 100% mortality rate.
Mortality rate. Really, you should have a better control over your firebending, Rangi says, looking down at you quite condescendingly.
I mean, I'm a chef. I'm supposed to be using on things that are usually dead, so,
Wait, you use your firebending for cooking?
yeah, it's pretty rad.
I never even thought about doing that. That's like...
Yeah, you don't have to worry
That's
about,
like
you know, doing too much damage if it's already dead, right?
Do you ever do
You
that,
can go
Rangi?
ham.
Of course I don't do something like that. Rangi doesn't do that.
Probably because Rangi
So,
can't
yeah.
do that.
Oh, maybe. We'll have to see, won't we? So
That's
just some
fighting
ground rules. First off, don't kill each other. I feel like that shouldn't need to be said, but you know, here we are. If someone yields, you know, obviously you let up immediately. So, you know, if someone's in pain, or if it looks like someone can't fight anymore, let them off, chill it out. Just have a chill one, you know? Also, no striking of the face or the crotch, okay? Right? And he looks to his companions, and Kiyoshi has buried her head in her hands. Like, I made the avatar, but, you know, I'm still human, so if you damage the merchandise, he says, pointing at his head and then at his crotch, this is the game over for everyone, you know?
That's fair enough.
Seems fair, right? Okay, good. Do you guys want to throw in any rules of your own?
Yeah, no pulling of hair, man. That's what's painful.
Yes, no hair pulling. Hair pulling, instant disqualification. Haraki, can you obviously keep an eye on all of these rules for us and make sure this is all followed? Yes, certainly, she says, drinking from a flask of cactus juice. Well, okay, whenever you guys are ready, I'm going to switch us over to the battle map.
Ooh. How is Faye gonna earthbend in here?
You can, we'll just say that there's like little earth canisters and things that you can throw around.
You say the ground is made of
The
sand or
floor has-
something.
The floor is also covered in sand, yeah, as well as
Okay.
there's wood, sand. There isn't much in the way of water, which is fine because there's literally no water benders here. So,
Is there any weapons in here?
yeah.
Are we allowed weapons? Can I have like nunchucks? I feel like Kiyue would have nunchucks.
Yun
Okay.
sort of looks around and is like, I mean, we're using training swords last night. Are you good with swords? Or would you
Yeah,
like
that
something
sounds good.
heavier?
Oh, what's the heavier option?
Huey, go for the hammer.
Yeah, we've got a wooden hammer.
I mean, I
That
wouldn't
can do
say
a lot of
hammer.
damage. Again, don't hit in the face or crotch because that could genuinely just end something.
Yeah, it could. I'll go for the training swords.
Okay. Are you
Since
dual
there's
wielding?
not real swords. Dual wielding. Go for 3 swords. No, I'll just
One in your mouth.
yeah.
No, do you know what?
Tools are
Huey,
in
go
the
for it. 3 swords. Put the third one in your mouth.
Fuck's sake. Am I doing? Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Kiyue is dumb enough to listen to Taka.
Faye is gonna take the other sword out of her mouth. His mouth, their mouth.
All pronouns. It's fine. We like
All
to
of
confuse people.
Yeah.
Okay. Faye's gonna take that extra sword out of their mouth and go, careful, you would cut your lips, and it's just not a good idea. We said nothing in the face. Remember, no knives in the face. No knives in the face. Yeah.
Kiyue looks like kind of sad about this, but it's like, alright, I'll listen.
You would have been overpowered if she let you do that.
That's true. I can't go around like showing the avatar up, can I? So.
Yeah, no. You would phase like you would be too powerful and it would be too dangerous. Did you just say Yun is doing the same thing?
Yun is holding 2 swords and has one in his mouth.
Faye is gonna walk over and take it out of his mouth as well. It's like,
oh, okay.
No. You don't want to injure your mouth or anything?
It's wood!
No. Splinters.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now Faye has 2 swords.
You guys did look badass with 3 swords though earlier. I'll give you that.
I thought it looked cool. Personally.
You looked cool, but realistically, like if you move wrong, you're gonna get a splinter in your lip, and one of us is gonna have to pull it out. There'll be a lot of blood. It would be nice.
Okay.
We already agreed nothing with the face.
Yep. Okay, so at that moment, Yun earthbends a piece of rock and just throws it at your face immediately.
Faye is gonna hit it away with one of the swords.
I need you to roll for that, please.
God, what do you want me to roll?
Rely on skills and training.
Yes, sir.
You strike it with the sword, and it splits in half. You don't take damage, but you get sand in your eyes. And you are now like your eyes are stinging and your vision is blurred.
Ow.
Alright guys, let's get this fight on!
Faye's mad because he said nothing at the face and she got sand in her eyes because of him.
Alright, we're doing combat.
Yes. So what are you guys doing?
I'm actually going to chuck those 2 swords to the side and use the sand to bend something like around my fists, kind of like armor.
Okay.
So, mate, because you've not done it yet, there's combat moves on the right. You've got attack, defend, and evade. And the way combat works in this is...
We tend to ignore that and
Yeah.
improvise.
It's like 3 rounds. Defenders go first and attack, then evaders. And then that's it.
I will learn as I do. Hopefully.
Okay. What do you guys want to do? First of all, we'll let you guys announce what you're doing, and then I'll go through what these guys are doing.
I'm going to go for a strike on Yun with some firebending.
Okay, so a ranged attack.
Yeah.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Cause she's the closest, she'd probably go for Kiyoshi. Faye, I mean. She also just really wanted to fight Kiyoshi in the last episode, so she's definitely gonna go for Kiyoshi.
Thank you.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
Since I'm
That's fine.
still
Thank you.
pissed off at Yun, I'm going to use Wolves Can't Hold Me, so I'm going to roll skills of training, but with passion instead of focus. I'm just going to swing a fucking teapot.
Okay, so we've got 2 going after Yun, 1 going after Kiyoshi. Quiyue, what are you doing?
Quiyue's just gonna sit back and watch at the minute because there's a lot of people and they don't want to like tire themselves out. So
Okay,
let's
that's
go.
fine. That's fine.
I mean, you can do a defend if you want.
So,
No,
Block
I don't
anyone
wanna
who's gonna hit
defend,
you.
I just want. Okay,
What's
wait,
the
can I
attack?
hold an action? Was that a thing?
so you can do like I think there is like a defense or reaction one where you can like try and assist someone else. Lots of things like that, really. I don't think there's one where you can hold an action. Like I don't think it's not like D&D where you can do a reaction.
Unfortunately.
No, there is watch a foe where you can watch someone and what's it called? You can block something they do. Choose an engaged foe to carefully observe, and your next exchange with them before anyone else makes any choice. They must tell you what they're going to do next, so you'd know what they'll do on the next turn. So you're giving up your turn to know exactly what the next person's going to do.
Which move's that?
Watch a foe. So that's you just sitting back and watching.
Do I have that move? Is that an
Yeah, it's on
one?
the very right under evade.
Right, evade. Ah, that's the one I didn't have like out. Yeah, sure. I'll watch a foe. And I will choose to watch Yun, seeing so most people are going for him.
Okay. So do I need to announce now, or is it next turn?
Next round. You worry about who he's gonna attack next.
Yeah.
You got a space to say it.
Okay. So, what order are you guys attacking in?
I'm going straight for
That's
you.
an important thing. So, Taka, are you going before Faye?
Sure. Boom.
So,
Gonna blast
as
him with
you're
some
doing
fire.
that, Quiyue is using a defense action to protect Yun.
Oh, of course
So
he
she's
is.
going to literally throw up a massive wall, and it erupts from the ground like a stone wall, like solid rock, erupts in front of Yun. And as your flame just smashes against it and it crumbles down. Yun looks over a little confused. At that exact moment, I imagine Faye is then following up from behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this ability, which makes Quiyue basically focus on me. So she can't defend Yun, basically.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So next turn, she won't be able to defend. She'll be focused on fighting you, essentially. Laoban, you're going for a strike on Yun.
Yes.
If you can give me your roll, please, to do that. Which I believe is rolling off passion.
Yeah.
Does that give you a different modifier?
No, I think you gotta
Yes.
roll it straight from passion because of your skill that you used, isn't it?
No, it's got a +2 on it from.
Oh, okay, that's
passion.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a mixed success. So as you run over to strike Yun, your teapot slides round, and he sort of tilts. He looks up, the wall of broken rock crumbling in front of him. Suddenly you have appeared in front of this, menace in your eyes, towering over this short little boy. As you bring your teapot down, he reaches back and tries to evade as you strike him in the side of the face. Oh! 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 We said not the face! And he, at which point, Rangi is going to throw a flame across you, which is going to go over your head, Laoban, and strike firmly in the side of Taka's shoulder. Taka, you feel a flame suddenly strike you in the side of the arm. Very hot, very powerful. Your clothes temporarily ignite.
Ow.
As Rangi clicks her fingers.
So that's what it
and
feels
the flame
like.
disappears, leaving just a scorch mark behind. You take a point of fatigue. Yun is then going to charge straight at Taka, swords drawn, and is going to strike you with both swords on either side, like on either side of your chest, like choo choo. It's like playing the xylophone on your ribcage. So you take another point of fatigue.
Ouch.
Quiyue, from your observation, it looks like Yun is gonna just be going to town on Taka again at this rate.
Okay. I just continue to observe. This is very amusing for Quiyue.
Okay, next round. Haruki throws up a hand. We've already had 2 people breaking the rules. We said no strikes to the face. Yun, I expected better of you. You literally made that rule up yourself. Yeah, I just got a bit... Okay, no more hits to the face, guys. Remember, no more hitting to the face or the crotch. Especially not the crotch, okay? We're all on the same page with this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, please proceed. Next round, what's everyone doing?
Faye is basically gonna fist fight with Quiyue.
Okay.
I don't know what I would roll that off on.
That's gonna be a strike roll.
And where is strike?
On the
Hold
very right, under attack move. You might need to expand it. I'm gonna use one of my defensive skills, actually. I'll be defending, so I need to roll for that.
How far up or down is it? Hold on.
It's on the right from on the first page. So you got combat move references. If you click on that and expand it, you've got all of your combat roll moves.
Is that like the bottom area?
It's where would your other skills be, like plead, push your luck, and so on.
Okay. What am I supposed to be looking for again?
Combat move reference, and then there'll be strike under advanced attack.
Ah. Cool.
Okay. So with a mixed success, yeah, you manage to you go to strike Quiyue. As you do, are you going with fists, or are you going in with like earthbending? What are you doing?
So basically what Faye's done is she's used earthbending to harden her fists, basically.
Yeah.
She's wanting Quiyue to like focus on her fist to make her think that's basically what she's going to be doing, but she's kind of just gonna do like a sort of like slide tackle towards her to like sweep her off her feet.
So you're attempting to like unbalance her, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
With a mixed success, you don't manage. She sort of evades your strike.
You can take a point of fatigue to make it into a full success if you want to, though.
Yeah, you can hurt yourself to make it work, essentially.
Not straight off the bat. She's just warming up. It's fine.
Yeah, so you don't manage to trip her up, but you do manage to strike her with your sort of follow-up action, which sort of hits her in the side, which still does a point of damage to her.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking the point of fatigue to make mine a full success.
To create your big old wall.
I am. I'm putting up a firewall.
I've already said that Yun's going to attack through that now, so that's a problem.
He's
Maybe
just gonna
if
burn
you
his
message
clothes.
me, message me if I use it again, because then the other person won't know what's happening.
That's true. That's fine. It's fine for him to know.
We're on the same team, Huey.
Yeah.
Are we though? I thought this was a free-for-all.
It can be.
Stop friendly firing.
Never specified that it was a team fight, to be fair. Yeah, well, Yun is going to earthbend, to be fair. Well, now he's seen this big old fire, so he can't move through it. But I suppose he's just going to try and strike through the fire, and I suppose this wall would properly defend Taka anyway, so it's just sort of, he just throws down a pillar of earth, like, over the fire and sort of extinguishes it as dust rises up, both dirt and smoke rises up as you both look at each other through the debris. This is really fun, Yun says, as Rangi is going to attempt to throw another fireball, this time at Laoban. Laoban, the front of your shirt is now ablaze. It's currently burning. If Malcolm had been there, that's usually the spot where Malcolm was sitting. If he had been there, you have a small panic for a moment and then realize that he's sat in the audience watching. But you feel like a burning sensation as then Rangi swipes her hand as the flame fully extinguishes again, leaving a sort of charred front to you. As she smiles back at you. You take a point of fatigue from that.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing, Laoban?
I think I might end up dipping out, because this is very overwhelming. If I've just been caught on fire, and that's not great.
Well, one thing I will say, give me a roll.
Okay.
Give me a passion roll to see whether your yearning to beat the shit out of Yun overcomes this fear.
That's valid.
Okay, so there was a moment of absolute panic. This immeasurable, like, fight or flight situation kicks in, and your body is pulling you one way. But then you catch the smug grin on Yun's face as he smirks across at Taka, wiping dirt out of his eye. A voice in your head is yearning you on. Go on, hit him. Do you know you really want to?
Yeah, I kind of do. I'm gonna have to focus on him then, aren't I? I'm gonna make another swing.
Okay. Are you moving around to get to him as well?
Yes, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it, huh?
Yeah. So he's not expecting it either. You come out from the other side and go to strike him. So if you can give me a strike roll, I guess, if you're smacking the boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereabouts are you aiming for? What are you aiming to do?
Dead at the shins.
Shin shot. Okay. So you go to strike him in the shin. I'm assuming kind of aiming to knock him off balance.
Yeah.
But he manages to sort of, as you strike him, he's sort of shin, and he's sort of holding his leg, but he manages to sort of maintain his composure.
We met a guy named Shin once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Unfortunate name, really, if you think about it. Kiyue is going to, from the ground on either side of you, Faye, two stone pillars rise up as both collide into the side of you and smash against you. You take 2 points of fatigue.
Okay, give me 2 seconds while I figure out how to do that. Okay, there we go.
The sheer enormity of this strike takes you off guard for a moment. And Kiyue looks a little shocked. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so...
Faye's gonna like look down with like a massive smile, and she's just like, "Don't apologize, do it again." She's like very excited.
Okay.
But she is gonna move out of the way, like move to the side away from it.
Okay.
And basically, are the 2 pillars still there, or
no? They like crumbled to dust after smashing into you.
Okay. I would like to kind of slam my foot into the ground and basically use the rubble that she created to destabilize it, the area around her, so she can put distance.
You can do that
between
next
herself.
turn. You can do that next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can move if you want. That's free.
Yeah.
I don't know how
That's
this
fine.
works, but Quiyue, what are you doing?
Cool, I'm gonna use my better, faster, stronger thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, after seeing Laoban get like lit on fire, it was by this guy, right?
Yeah, it was Rangi.
Yeah, now I'm like pissed off at him. So I charge towards him with, with both my swords, being like, "How dare you set Laoban on fire?" And then I will also mark my fatigue and gain empowerment.
Okay. Give me. Is there a roll for this then?
Nah, just like she can't move in that position now.
Okay. So does she take? I'm assuming she takes some damage. Well, yeah, we'll put that through as a full success then. So you run in and strike her with these swords. What sort of area of the body are you aiming for?
Torso, like abdomen.
You get
area.
You get one in the abdomen, and then one in the tit, like super hard. And Rangi like swears under her breath. Ow! Okay, I think we've got another area we can rule out, please. Yes. No, in the chest region either. You know, it's very sensitive for some people. Very good all round, though, generally. So far, it's looking pretty evenly matched. Do remember, we're not trying to kill each other. It's just a friendly sparring match. So please try and fight in moderation, as it were. Kiyue, like, nods. Sorry.
Faye tells her not to apologize.
Next round, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go for another block, but I'm gonna use a skill for it. So anyone who goes for me takes 2 fatigue.
Okay.
I'm gonna use. I think it's I think it's this. Hold on. Let me. Smash, which was just what I was gonna use her rubble against her, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
to destabilize her and put like a little bit of distance between us.
Okay, so with your mixed success, you don't quite manage to do that. Though you can take a point of fatigue to overcharge it, so it does work. That is an option.
I'm thinking about it. I'm considering. Nah, I'm gonna keep my.
So you don't manage to destabilize her. You sort of just throw and maneuver yourself around. Are you aiming to do damage to her?
I would like to attempt to. Yeah.
Okay. As you do, she throws up a wall, blocking your attack.
Can I hit the wall?
She's in a very defensive state. You can go for a free shot on that wall. Give me a passion roll.
Passion. Okay. I'm learning this thing. I'm getting there. It's all good. Shit.
You strike, and this is a solid wall. You actually take a point of fatigue.
Oh.
As your fist collides into it. Whatever she built in that time is incredible.
Faye is like super impressed. She's never fought anybody like this before. She kind of like shakes her fist because it hurts like a little bit. She wasn't expecting it to not like fall apart. She's kind of used to it falling apart, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But she's just like got the biggest smile on her face. She's really enjoying herself. She thinks Kiyoshi's really cool.
Right. So Taka, what were you doing?
I'm defending. So if anyone comes to me, they take 2 fatigue.
Yun has just been struck by Laoban though, so he's probably going to make a strike against Laoban. This time he's thrown the swords aside and he's like, screw it. And he just claps his hands together, and Laoban, the ground beneath you falls out as you dropped waist height into the floor and are now stuck in place in the ground. Up to your midriff. And Yun's just gonna walk over and just sort of like very gently pop you on the head with the back of his hand, and then runs on over to the side. Laoban, you're currently stuck.
Shit.
Kiyoshi. Kiyoshi blocked. Rangi is probably going to go for a strike on Quiyue. She claps her hands together, sparks erupting from her fingers, and a jet of flame sort of surrounds you, Quiyue, and like closes in around you. She sort of smiles to you and then clicks her fingers as the flame drops again. You take a point of fatigue. Rangi is very much holding back right now.
Can I retaliate to that?
Yeah, you haven't done your move yet, so.
Cool.
Whew.
So, retaliate each time a foe inflicts fatigue, a condition, or shifts your balance. In exchange, inflict 1 fatigue on that foe.
Okay, nice. I'd say with a full success, you managed to do 2, as you sort of kind of reverse it back against her.
Yeah, I was thinking I spin the fire like back to, or like I dissipate the fire by spinning with my blades in like Zoro-esque form, being like, bitch,
Let's
please.
And Rangi is not expecting that. She thought that she could just like be like really phone it in. And as this flame is like thrown back on her and she starts having to pat it out, she looks angry. She looks decidedly pissed off. Yun spots this expression and heads a little bit further away from her. Laoban, what are you doing? You are currently stuck in the ground.
I remember I still have my angry condition, so I'm going to be getting seriously more infuriated with you to the point that I am tempted to actually firebend.
Okay.
I have this specific move, which I'm assuming I could do from.
Yeah, you could do that from the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, just roll a strike for that and see if it hits.
Yeah, just roll for that. See how it goes. Fuck that boy up. Okay, so there's a spinning wheel. So Yun has just seen Rangi like fucking raging, turns on his heel, runs this way, turns to see Laoban suddenly spin a wheel of fire that is thrown over him. He lets out a as he like leans back as it goes over his head, striking him sort of just under the chin, and sort of knocking him off balance for a second, igniting part of his robe, which he's then gently trying to pat out. I was not expecting that. Very good, very good.
Faye is gonna notice all of the robes catching fire and kind of just discard hers to the side.
Just gets naked.
No, it's okay. She's got her boobs wrapped up. It's all good.
As you do that, Quiyue like blushes and
Oh.
She's like, don't want to catch fire now.
she's intimidated. Very good, very good. I always find nudity helps me on the battlefield too.
She's not even nude. She's like still fully covered. She just doesn't have her robe
Good
on.
distraction against the enemy.
Like she's got trousers on. Like that's just her overcoat.
Is Yun distracted now, though?
Also, Laoban, are you okay down there?
No, I'm fucking not. Stop.
Oh, well, you should probably try and get yourself out of there. If you're in a combat encounter with an earthbender, there's always a chance that you'll get buried alive.
That's true. That is true.
Next round, what's everyone doing?
I'm gonna go for a range strike on Yun.
Okay.
I'm gonna just use my effect so I can clear a fatigue while I'm still stood here. And then I'll figure out what to do.
Can I free Laoban by like earthbending like a big rock underneath her to push her up?
Yeah, you can reverse the earthbending essentially and bring her back.
Yeah.
For your turn.
How would I do that?
It would be smash, but so destroy or destabilize the environment.
I'm gonna say rely on skills and training rather than.
Or that, yeah, it's the same role, so go for it.
I'll rely on my skills and training.
I mean, if it goes wrong though. No, you're fine. You're fine. Laoban, you're sort of like thrown out of the ground. You're currently prone, but you're mostly fine.
Faye thinks she's helped.
Yeah. You're no longer half buried, so you're there.
That's an advantage. I'll take that.
She kind of like half-heartedly turned towards you and like used one hand to kind of just like push it up. Like she made like an upwards motion with her hand. Maybe a little bit too much.
Taka, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going for a range strike on Yun's butt.
Okay, cool. Give me a striker, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 9 on that.
Oh, you rolled a 9.
Nice,
Okay, yeah. God, okay. I am not with it today. He says, like patting himself out. You tricky bugger though, and he's gonna like clap his hands together, and from around you, Taka, you feel the earth wrap up your legs and constrict.
Oh, I don't like how this feels. This is all fucking weird.
Feel a crunch around your legs. You are now immobilized, and you take a point of fatigue. Earthbending, baby, he says, waving a finger at you.
I feel like I've been violated somehow.
At that moment, whilst you're held in place, Quiyue appears in front of you. Really sorry about this, she says, as her fist coats in earth, and she clocks you clean in the jaw. You take 2 points of fatigue from that strike.
Oh snap, I got a condition now.
Taka, you don't take a condition from this fight, but you are knocked down. To which Haruki raises a hand. Okay, I think the boy's done.
Hang on, not yet. I've got one more round left in me.
Wow.
I would do this all day. Rangi is now looking at you, Quiyue, and there is not just fire in her eyes, there is fire in her hands. As a flaming fist strikes you firmly in the stomach. You take 2 points of fatigue. as a burning sensation sort of erupts around your body. You're not actually on fire, but it stings like a bitch.
Fair enough.
Did you say you used an action to recover from some fatigue?
Yeah, so I'll just put it in the thing again. If I stay in the same spot, I basically
so you
get
stay
to recover.
still. So you can still fight and do stuff.
But
Okay,
it's
cool.
this one. Yeah. Yeah, so he always really never used swords before, so this is actually really exciting that they're doing so well. So with the one that I just linked as well, if I mark a fatigue, can I be unblockable?
Yeah. I'd say so.
Cool, so I'm gonna do that and then use strike. So I've just been hit and I'm like, oh, now the game's on, and I just full on 2 swords one side and then slash right down, missing the boob because respecting the rules. Straight across the bottom of the ribs and the abdomen, the same place she probably hit me.
Yep. Okay, nice. Yep. So I'd say, given that she can't block it in this situation, that is a full success. And you strike her real hard, and she's like, ah! Absolute wretch.
He kind of just smirks, being like, this is so much fun with swords.
Okay. I think that's Laoban, what are you doing this round, actually?
I'm gonna carry on wailing on Yun and go with a strike roll.
So closing on Yun again.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, yeah, you cold clock. Where you heading? Where you aiming for?
Let's go for the back of the head because I'm past caring.
Okay, you strike him firmly.
I mean, he just didn't say face, so.
Oh, yeah, that's. Can we include entire heads as
I mean, I did warn you. She did cause someone brain damage last time she was in the dojo.
Right? Yeah, I felt that. Ow. Ooh. Okay. Right. Cool. Time out. Just 1 second. Time out. Can anyone else smell burning toast?
I think that's just my fire bending.
Okay, we're good. Haruki raises another hand. Please avoid just the general cranium area. It's, brain damage is a very serious condition.
It's fine, Kova can heal that. Oh, wait, he's not here anymore.
Laoban, you can clear your angry trait if you like.
Thank you.
From that strike.
That band's like, no, I'm gonna stay angry, bitch.
I mean, you can stay angry if you like, as an option.
I mean, she can mark it again to use her ability again if she wants now.
Yeah. Right. That brings us back to the top of the round. Who wants to do what?
I'm gonna go for an explosive punch on Kiyue and then immediately pass out because that's my last move.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, do you want to mark fatigue to roll a full success on that?
I'm at 4 fatigue.
Yeah, fair. Okay. Yeah,
I use my ability to have one more round before I go down, so...
Okay, yeah, you strike Kiyue, and it's a flaming strike. It hits her, and she's like, oh! She's taken off guard by it, and then you fall down on the ground, at which point Haruki, clicks her fingers at Lod. Collect the boy! And Lod runs in. It's gonna grab you and pull you off the field. You'll regain consciousness at the start of the next round. What are you doing, Faye?
While Kiyue is distracted by Taka, she is gonna form a proper gauntlet around her fist and strike Kiyue square in the back if she can.
Yeah.
It says that this can knock your foe out of reach and disengage, that they mark an additional fatigue to resist.
It will like throw her away. Basically, you can
pretty much
basically push her aside. Okay, give me a roll for that then, please, to see how.
What should I?
I don't think she rolls that. She just marks fatigue to do it automatically.
Oh, so if you mark a fatigue on yourself, yes, okay.
Yes. I can also take a condition instead if I want to.
Well, we're not doing conditions as it stands because the fights aren't pushing.
No, it's you inflict a condition, so you only take the fatigue and they get the condition. Or she fatigue.
So no. Okay. I'm a bit confused then. Inflict one condition. Every time I think I've kind of got this, there'll be like another like move or something in this game.
So she marks one fatigue and Quiyue has to take 2.
Okay. So
Quiyue gets knocked back unless she takes another fatigue to resist it.
Okay. So, but does Faye have to take a fatigue either way?
Yeah, just the one fatigue to use the skill.
Okay, so you take 1 fatigue to do 2 fatigue. I'm assuming in that case.
Yes, it's a 1 for 2. Or 2 for 1, I guess.
Yeah.
But if she wants to resist, she'll have to take.
Yes, take it.
She like stumbles over, like a baby deer trying to find its footing. Her body far too tall for someone of her her timid personality. As she does so, she sort of gets back up, breathing heavily, looks over at Yun, looks over at Rangi, and raises a hand in the air, and she's going to attempt to defend both of them. Yun...
Can she still do that if I have her attention?
You're not using a move to keep her attention. So...
I thought it was like a overall thing. My bad.
I don't think so. I think it was just for the.
No, I think it was just for that one exchange.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. Okay. Thank you.
But yes, she's not focused on attacking you right now. She's focused on defending her friends. She's noble like that. Yun is now facing off with Laoban and is gonna crack his fingers and then crack his neck, and then with a jump on the spot, a piece of rock appears out of the ground and he kicks it towards you, Laoban, and it strikes you firmly in the chest. You take 2 points of fatigue.
Can I retaliate?
Yeah?
Which each time a foe inflicts fatigue, a condition or shifts your balance in this exchange. Inflict 1 fatigue on that foe.
Yeah? So you strike Yun. I'm assuming you're... what are you doing in retaliation to him, like kicking a rock at your chest?
I'm just gonna make a fucking swing for him, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. It hits you in the chest, and you immediately just charge at him, shoulder barging him in the stomach. And that's like, okay, yeah, that's good hit. Quiyue looks up and realizes she's too late to protect him in this situation. Looks over to Rangi instead. Rangi is now furious, and she is no longer bothering with firebending Quiyue, as she just charges at you, and she's just going to knock you to the ground. She full-on shoulder barges you to the stomach and is now basically on top of you, and she like drives her stomach into your rib cage. You take a point of fatigue and are now prone on the ground.
Okie dokie. Oh, I'm so close. Okay, shit. 1 fatigue until I'm down. So annoying. You know what? I'm gonna try and retaliate. So if she's like pinned me to the floor, I'm gonna drop my swords because I assume she's kind of like pinned my arms down type thing. I'm gonna... How would it be? Basically shift all my body weight onto the side and just like roll her onto her back. Basically switcheroo and do that. Okay. And yeah.
You're gonna try and top Rangi.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch it around, see if I can top her.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to roll for that for me, please. Okay. As you do that, Quiyue raises her own hand, and with you feel a pillar of earth come through the ground, and it throws both of you aside. So you're now still on your back, Rangi is now on her feet, but is considerably further away from you right now. And Kiyoshi sort of looks around worriedly at this at that moment.
Oh no, that means I'm not in the same spot. I can't clear another fatigue.
Yes, very good, very good. Yun, are you feeling any avatar powers kicking in at the moment? Perhaps a new choice of bending that might be kicking in? Not really, no. I've nearly caught fire multiple times. And Laoban seems real mad at me, and I don't get it. I thought we were just having a friendly sparring match, but she seems... I don't really know what's going down here. Yes, well, is everyone else feeling okay? Taka, are you awake yet? Taka, you sort of like come back to consciousness. As Lod is sort of like looking over you, very gently trying to pour some water in your mouth.
Poor boy's having a nightmare.
Yeah. Okay, next round. What's everyone doing?
I would like, I think it's this. I would like to use fighting like dancing.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait, would that work? I just realized it said a foe had previously defeated you, and that's not really happened before.
Not really.
Nah, I'm just gonna, while Kiyoshi is like busy trying to defend her friends, Faye's just gonna take that chance to strike her.
That's dirty, I love it. Go ahead.
I just need to find strike again, there we go.
Yeah, you managed to... Kiyoshi, though she has her eyes on her friends, who she's just protected, she does see you just at the last moment. And as you strike, it means you're not able to get... She manages to step away, and you still manage to strike her very, very accidentally gently in the boob. Just grazing her, and she's like,
Faye apologizes.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. And at that moment, she's going to look up and then just clock you, like, in the chest, real hard. You take 2 points of fatigue.
Oh, I'm out.
You are thrown, like, across the arena, and are left unconscious. Lord runs in to fetch you and pull you over.
When she wakes up, she's gonna think that was so cool.
Quiyue, Laoban, what are you doing?
Have I kind of just interrupted her fight with Yun?
I mean, you're more than welcome to join in.
You've sort of landed between them, so they both look a bit confused. But yeah.
Okay, so while I'm there, I see Laoban and I'm like, ah, shit, she seems to be having a tough time. So seeing so, I take heed from Faye and take off the top of my thing, seeing so it's hinged anyway, singed, and I use that to entangle Yun. And I will do this.
Okay.
And
Mark 1 fatigue to wrap the entangled object.
And with that, I pass out.
Lord! Grabs you.
I love that he's just became a squire.
Yun looks down at like the wrapped things and then looks over at you, Laoban, and is like, is this a sex thing?
It's not a sex thing.
Okay. Laoban, what are you doing?
I'm immediately going to strike for him.
Okay. A mixed success. You strike him in the stomach. Okay, that was good. That was a good one. That was fine. I'm good. I can't move. I was just gonna try. No, I can't. Kiyoshi, Rangi, go on to you. Rangi walks over, looking decidedly pissed off. clicks her fingers, and the rope, the entangled weapon, like, just ignites. That's how okay, ow, ow. Yun is now free. It takes a point of fatigue. Thank you. You. And he points at Laoban. I'm coming. And he walks over. And he's just gonna clap his hands together as the ground rumbles. And you feel a shaking throughout the arena. All of you feel a... And eventually, Laoban, you feel the ground close around you as you are buried at neck height. Do you yield?
No. Why would I?
Shit, I thought you would yield. I'd suggest yielding personally, but we don't want anyone dying. Unless, Laoban, if you can get yourself out of this situation somehow, I'm sure, you know, the opportunity's there. At that point, Faye, you wake up. Quiyue, you also wake up.
Bite his ankles!
Am I allowed to do that? Can I bite his ankle?
You can go over a chomp on the ankles if you'd like.
Alright, what does that even roll under? Fuck.
Shin.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yes!
Cool. He looks like, oh god, yeah! And as he falls, he like falls to the ground and clunks his head firmly on the ground and is knocked unconscious.
Yes!
Rangi looks down. Very impressive, she says, and then walks over to you, Laoban, and just boots you in the head. You take 2 points of fatigue.
And with that, I am down.
So mean.
I am well and truly passed out.
Well, I think that about decides it.
Did we win?
Raising her hand.
No.
Oh.
And then
But I think Laoban did.
Rangi smiles and goes, "No, we're not done yet." Well, I thought, you know, your team has won. Yes, my team's won. But I still see 2 people standing. Lord sort of runs through. Tries to drag everyone back. Kiyoshi sort of looks over at the unconscious body of Yun, and then over at Rangi. Oh, I thought we were working together. Yes, we are. Are you telling me you haven't always wanted to do this? I don't really want to. Come on, Kiyoshi. Show me what you've got. And Rangi's entire hands and arms ignite in flame as she charges towards Kiyoshi. Kiyoshi, without hesitation, throws up a pillar of rock that surrounds the 2 of them. You are not able to see what is happening from within this wall. You just see flames rising around, cracks forming, a heated, burning chasm of pure, vibrant light and flame, and with a the dust and smoke clears, and we see both Kiyoshi and Rangi collapsed on the ground, not unconscious, but holding their sides in a large amount of discomfort. Okay, I'm calling it there. That was call up on a draw. Yes, we'll call that a draw, Rangi says, leaning against Kiyoshi. Sorry, I didn't mean to go so hard in that. No, don't you ever hold back, ever. Okay. Very good, very good. Is everyone still alive?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, if everybody can please nurse their own wounds, we're going to probably take a little breather. Is Yun awake yet? Lord moves over to Yun and starts sort of just slapping his face. I think he might be dead, actually. Well, we're going to have to wait another 16 years for a new avatar, then. No, but seriously, make sure he's alive, otherwise that will be problematic. At that point, Ian wakes up. He then looks over to Laoban, who is also partly unconscious. Hey, Laoban. And he sort of prods you in the cheek. Laoban.
Yeah.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Thanks.
You fight good. He's gonna help you up.
I told you I'd deck you.
You did. You did multiple times, and I hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but you fight good and with passion, a lot of passion. That firebending, I was not expecting as well. That was, though you didn't do that.
Yeah, truth be told, I wasn't expecting it either. Ah,
good shit. Very good. Taka, you alive?
It doesn't feel like I am.
Good. That's the sign of a good fight, in my opinion. How's Faye doing?
I'm doing great. Can we go again?
Whoa, maybe later. Maybe later. I think we need to just take some bit of R&R time. You know, just.
Yeah, I had like a whole half chicken last night. I think it slowed me down during this fight.
Yeah.
Got really bloated.
Sluggish. I get you, man. I
might have had a bit of acid reflux too. Who knows?
He'll do that. He'll do that. I get acid reflux all the time. I try drinking milk to offset it, but it doesn't. It just makes you gassy after a while.
I think you might be lactose intolerant, Haruki.
Yeah, that sounds
maybe.
like lactose intolerance.
Maybe. Never been a fan. Quiyue, you still alive?
Yeah, Quiyue is heading back to where they dropped the swords. And it's like, these are mine now, right? I get to keep them?
I mean, if you want to keep the training swords, I mean, I'm sure, you know, I don't think anyone's going to mind.
Yay!
I'm going to turn you all up right again.
Thank you. It was stressing me out.
I tried to do it myself and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I tried to do it myself too, and I couldn't do it. Faye is just grinning ear to ear. She had a great time.
I've never, you know, I've been in fights before, honestly, but like fighting, you know, with people that you just got to know, you know, like friends. I want to say friends. Is that too forward? Is that pretty forward?
No.
I want to say friends. Let's go with friends. Fighting with friends, I think, really helps you bring you all together. You know, I feel like I understand you all a lot better now. Also, it gets frustrations out as well, you know?
Yeah, I think you finally understand now that in a one-on-one fight, I would win.
I don't think that's the case. I think you were the first to go down.
Yeah, Taka, you were definitely the first.
That's not how I remember it.
You seemed like you were having a nightmare for a little
To be fair, I don't remember much of what happened, but I just assume I won.
I go up to Rangi and shake her hand. That'd be like, good fight. I enjoyed that.
Yes, you fought very valiantly. I was not expecting half of the stuff you did. You certainly improvise.
Yeah, not got to when you're not a bender, so I try.
Well, I am very much a bender, so.
Love a bender.
But I suppose never hurts to learn a few new moves.
Speaking of learning a few new moves, how did you do that last move, Kiyoshi? She's like fluttering around her, very excited.
I don't really know. It just sort of came to me.
Actually, it came to Faye, I think, and it hit her quite hard.
Yeah, it did. It's like Faye shows bruising on her chest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go so aggressively with that. That was a.
Oh no, don't apologize. I'm used to this kind of thing. We're all heavy-handed in my troop.
Oh yeah, Kiyoshi's one of the strongest earthbenders out there. When you really push her in a corner, if you leave her to it, you know, she can really do a lot.
I can tell. If she wasn't so focused on defending you both, she would have beat me very quickly.
She didn't have to defend us that much, okay? It was a pretty even-handed fight. I think, you know,
I had
really.
to distract her.
I mean, I
quite
reckon
a
if you
lot.
didn't have her on your team, we would have kicked your ass.
I mean, I say
yeah,
I'm with Taka
objectively, you guys had one extra person and still lost against us. So, you know,
You're meant to be the Avatar, I think.
I think we would
shouldn't
all lose
easily
against
beat us.
Kiyoshi.
I mean, Kiyoshi's tough. Yeah. When no one's debating that, not even slightly. And if anyone wants to, they can come at me right now. Actually, maybe not right now, because I might die.
Literally just about to.
We'll come at you after dinner.
After we could have a bath if you like. This place has a pretty nice bathhouse.
Well, could do with a good bath.
It's a mixed
So it's
bath,
good
though.
to have a soak after working hard.
It is a mixed bath. I'm warning you guys ahead of time. So if anyone's embarrassed about that, you know.
Just wear a towel. That's what we do in my trip.
Ah, is that what they do in the women's bath? I wouldn't know.
Oh no.
Neither would I, because I have never been in one.
Never been. I've
Oh.
always
Never
wondered,
have.
though. Always wondered.
No. We have a mixed bath too, where I stay. We just all wear towels.
Ah. Don't the towels get wet?
Yeah,
Learn something new
We-
every
we
day.
have-
Crazy.
we have wet towels and then dry towels. It's to
Oh.
keep everyone covered.
Well, I could definitely do with a dip, Ricky says, stretching out. It's been a while. At least a day. And she stands up and heads on out the door. So we're going to move you guys back onto... Okay, let's put you back on the map for a bit. Yun sort of heads a bathhouse just over here, guys. There's changing rooms, but you know, just wear what you feel comfortable in. And then I'm just gonna yeet you guys into the bath map.
Oh, bath map.
There we go. Throw you guys down here. This is it's a much more it's not like a hot spring. There's a stream that's sort of going into the water, so there's a fresh stream, and it's quite a nice temperature. There's definitely near a hot spring at the very least.
Taka's gonna
Nice.
dive bomb into the pool.
Yeah, Yun immediately like just slides in. He doesn't dive bomb. He sort of slides in very gingerly. Ah, that's better. That is a lot better.
Faye has to spend like a bunch of time unwrapping her titties before she comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that. She does have a towel on though.
A lot of approaches like, would you need help with that, my lady?
Huh? No, yeah, I do this all. I do this all the time. It's fine.
Okay, I'll go in then. He's gonna.
Oh,
Drop.
okay.
Lord, go over there. Other side of the pool, Lord.
Good. Oh,
not.
sorry.
There we go.
Erwin's gonna follow Lord.
So, sorry about that, Ewan. I know what he's like.
Oh. Oh.
He's just having a ball swimming.
Yeah, he like walks over and just splashes a load of water in Lod's face.
Perry goes and joins him having a good swim.
Lod's now closed in with all the animals.
They seem to really like you, Lord.
Well, it's nice that someone does. I jest.
I like you.
Oh.
Oh no.
She
Looks
means
like it's
it purely platonic.
I don't think Lod sees it that way.
Malcolm plops into the water and starts having a little. Sort of same to you guys. I'm not gonna go sit with Lod. I don't really.
Yeah, I don't think you would.
No.
Oh, he looks so cute in the water.
God, it's fucking hot in here.
It's a bit warm.
You getting in?
I need to get in. I'm just gonna slide in fully clothed.
Yeah, you just as you do, like your body is bruised and you've got like cuts, and as you slide in, it's very soothing. You look over at Yun and he looks fucking battered as well. This is nice. It's good time, guys. Good time had all round. I don't think any of my avatar powers kicked in. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe you need to fight against people with specific elements rather than having us go at you like separately. Maybe.
I feel like I went for a lot of there was a lot of fire.
I think
A
you'd
lot
love
of fire.
firebending. It's pretty cool.
I'd like to leave. I feel like that's probably, if I wasn't already earthbending, I feel like firebending would be, the one I'd lean towards, I feel like I've got that sort of, personality, fiery, energetic, But then sometimes I feel like I'm a bit of a water guy as well, sort of go with the flow, just easygoing. Suppose that's what the avatar is all about, just encompassing all of those traits.
Faye's gonna move a bit closer and just kind of pat him on the head and say, like, don't worry about not being able to get it right now. Things take time.
I mean, you probably mastered airbending in your sleep. 'Cause I smelt the state of our room when we woke up. That was definitely not my stomach.
Yeah. I think that was a joint venture, sir. Yunni's gonna just very, very casually just wrap his arm around Faye. And you did pretty well yourself, I have to say.
Oh, I just
very
love
impressed
fighting.
with what you do. I can tell. You've got a knack for that. A lot of muscles.
Oh yeah, she flexes her arm, and like probably for like the first time, people would see like she's got like a bunch of like old bruises, scars, all of that shit. She fights a lot.
Oh damn!
Damn.
Blame me, oh.
I like a woman with some wear, though. He says, is he?
Well, I'm much too old for you, darling. She just slips right.
Well, if you like an older woman, Harry.
I'm telling you, Fire Nation, don't raisin.
I get that. I get that. Though I feel like that would be a crime in some way, in one way or another. Yes, no, it would be. I'd have no interest in little pups like you.
Yeah.
Then again, a boy Taka's age, much more reasonable.
Haruki.
I'm only joking. I'm just trying to have a good time.
Faye's gonna extend a hand to Haruki to get her to move from between them.
Fine. Yun's gonna close the gap. So yeah, I don't really know like what else is actually planned for you guys while you're here. Like I just want to say though, I really appreciate you guys showing up and like taking the time to like hang out with me. And I'm sure, you know, Kiyoshi and Rangi you'd say the same thing, right? They both sort of give a non-committal nod. See, these guys, they love you. So, you know, if you guys want to stick around here for a while, you know.
I mean, like to fight Rangi.
I mean, we'd be happy to kick your ass again tomorrow if that's what you're asking for.
I mean, if that's what it takes. I mean, we could go exploring around this area as well. There's a lot of sights to see outside of the mansion. I believe I will be going out on a couple of missions as well down the line, which I'm pretty excited about. Avatar duties, after all. Maybe you guys can join me on some of that.
Oh, that sounds great.
You know, could be something interesting down there. Who knows? Who knows?
Sounds very plot relevant. Whatever that means.
Malcolm's gonna like go sit next to Haruki. Do you reckon you could take the avatar then? What am I allowed to talk to you now? Well, yeah, I'm talking directly to you, so it's okay if we talk to each other in this situation. It's when you muscle in on a conversation, it's already been had, that I take offense to that. Well, of course. No, yes, I the avatar boy, yes, I think he's definitely got potential, a lot of skill. You reckon you could take him, though? Take him? In a fight? Well, yeah, what else would I be? No, just a fight, yeah. No, I think that boy's got a fire in him, certainly.
Quiyue overhears like half this conversation is like, that Kyoshi seems pretty strong though.
She certainly does, yes. Haruki says, and she sort of smiles to herself. But, obviously, we're here to nurture the avatar, as it were. So we can't get ourselves sidetracked.
But what if the avatar there's a stronger candidate?
What do you mean by that? Yun says.
I mean, no offense, Yun, but like, Kyoshi could have kicked your ass. Even Rangi seemed pretty stronger than the fight that you put up today.
Wait, you're saying Rangi might be the avatar?
I mean, you never know. They both seem stronger than Yun.
Kyoshi like raises her hands and is like shaking them very quickly. The avatar, it's not based on any physical attribute or anything like that. It's more of a question of a spiritual balance and just a general sort of attunement. And Yun does exhibit many powerful traits. He may not be the most powerful out of us here. I mean, I would argue he's a more powerful earthbender than myself in many ways, but he's also very headstrong and passionate, and he's look, Kyoshi, you don't need to like stand up for me on this. Like, these guys know how awesome I am. You don't need to, like, ultimately, yes, there's been a lot of debate on who's the avatar, and I know there's a lot of, you know, speculation about this, but I've been carrying out avatar duties for about 3 months now, and in doing so, you know, I brought a lot of good. There's been a lot that I've been able to do. You know, the Fifth Nation, I've pretty much put a stop to that. They're only really pirating a little bit now, so that's a win. Small win. It's a win.
Faye doesn't know what the Fifth Nation is.
Faye would know what the Fifth Nation is.
I don't know what the Fifth Nation is. Please
Faye
tell
would
me.
know that the Fifth Nation is a very powerful pirate nation that has been terrorizing pretty much the entire world for this.
I see.
For like the last 16 years or so.
Okay, I correct myself. May did not know what the Fifth Nation was. Faye did. Faye did.
The rest of you definitely know who the Fifth Nation were, as you've dealt with them directly yourselves.
Yeah, we've been kidnapped by the Fifth Nation.
Yeah.
You were kidnapped by the
were?
Fifth Nation?
I wonder
Well,
how
now
Sora's
you're free.
doing.
Another Avatar miracle, I think.
No, we kind of did that ourselves, but thanks, I guess.
Avatar miracle. No, I know, and there's a lot of speculation on what, you know, my credentials, and I know I may not be the most powerful bender, but that's not what the Avatar is about, really. It's about being, you know, that sort of governing force, the one that sort of, you know, brings us all
Yeah, you're the
together.
spiritual bridge between all four nations.
Exactly. I'm just trying
Are you
to
good at that too?
bringing people together. I brought you guys.
Okay.
You know, we all had a good fight together. Now we're having a bath together. That seems pretty close. You know, all from different nations, largely. So I suppose, you know. Plus, you know, I haven't had much training. I was a fucking street kid. I don't have.
I heard you're pretty good at pie show too.
I'm pretty skilled. Yes. We can have a game later if you like.
Oh yeah, I reckon I can take you.
What is that?
Try. So again, Failing would know that this is it's a form. It's almost like chess,
Okay.
but with like a billion extra rules.
Okay.
But it's a popular board game.
I do not know how to play that.
But I have quite the technique in that. In fact, that was how Jianzhu realized that I was the Avatar through the actual
No
technique I
way.
used. It was the exact same technique that my previous self apparently did the exact same thing.
Does that kind of thing carry over?
It
It
would
can
do,
be.
yeah. They have the memories carry over.
Yeah, it's just
Do you
sort of
remember
ancestral
yours?
memories, certain like muscle memories. I mean, I haven't experienced that. Apparently, that's something that can come later, though. You know, something unlocks. And then you know, once you sort of gain, not necessarily the memories, but you can converse with your past self. Apparently, it's pretty wild. It sounds pretty scary.
I'm not particularly spiritual, but that sounds really interesting.
It's gonna be something. There's a lot ahead of me, a lot of responsibilities, and I'm ready to take it on. But you know, I also need friends with me along the way. And he looks over at Rangi and Kyoshi, and you know, I'm always open to make new friends, new companions. He looks over at Taka.
Taka's
So-
gonna give a thumbs up back.
It's important to have a support system. Back when I was in the circus, you always has people holding the net in case you fell.
You're in the circus?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Where do you think I learned everything?
I don't know. I assumed it was like street fighting or something. That seemed like it.
No, I was a gymnast and stuff like that. I did a lot of.
Oh yeah, you have the body of a gymnast. That makes sense.
I did a lot of physical bending. Never mind earth bending.
Yeah. I can do that too. That's like, you know, flexibility is fine for me. I'm agile.
Oh no, I mean like I
Get in.
can like fit in boxes and stuff. Funky.
Oh, is that a useful skill?
You would be surprised. I can get into pretty small places.
I am constantly surprised at the moment. At this point, Erwin moves on over. Oh. And nestles in. Oh god, he's stretched.
Oh, stretchy boy. What did you do?
Is it just me or is it Owen just lost some weight?
Owen like moves on over and just starts licking your face, Faye.
Yeah, Erwin was part of my show when I was a kid. We grew up together. We still know a whole bunch of the commands. We used to jump through like flaming hoops. It was fun.
Kiyoshi sort of frowned. It sounds like he's speaking. Does he speak?
Well, it's kind of like it's like I understand what he means when he does these things.
Apparently Malcolm speaks too, but only Laoban can hear him. I think it's the same kind of thing.
I wish I could understand Erwin, but we have our nuances, I suppose. Yeah. She pats him and gives him a little kiss.
I think Perry's the only animal we have that doesn't talk to someone.
That's mean of them to say, isn't it, Perry?
Lod is sort of petting Perry on the top of the head. Perry sort of looks to Quiyue for instructions.
PA just ignores it, like, good boy, Perry, like, do what you want.
He is a very charming creature, definitely. And Lod is sort of trying to bond with Perry. Well, I don't want to sit in here too long. Someone as sweet as me might just melt. And she's going to clamber out of the bath and just wring off her towel, pulling it off, exposing her naked body to everyone as she fetches a dry towel to dry herself off with.
Faye covers Erwin's eyes.
Lovely.
Oh.
No?
And she walks by you both and heads on out the door, which there isn't a door to this place, I've just realised.
I respect a woman that's comfortable. I'll give her that.
Oh wait, the door's on the other side. Never mind. Okay. Does anyone like to do anything while you're in the bath?
While she's sitting by Laoban, Faye is gonna just make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laoban, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
The bite that you did on Yoon was really good. I'm very proud of you. And she pats her on the head and everything and makes sure that she's not bruised from the kick that Yoon Rangi gave her.
Oh my god, Malcolm just turned huge for a second.
No, he didn't. You didn't see anything. Yeah, sorry about that, I swear. Water makes my feathers puff up a bit.
But no, she's kind of just making
Yoon, did you
sure
see that, or was that
Laoban
just
is
me?
okay.
I got clocked pretty hard in the back of the head, so I don't know what I'm seeing anymore. Probably, maybe.
Anyway, how's your ankle?
It's got a big old bite mark in it.
You didn't
Pretty good.
specify about not touching ankles.
That
That's
is
true.
true.
You didn't.
I didn't think you'd use your mouth.
Or no
Hey, that was-
biting.
You
Yeah.
got it.
When you
Sometimes.
assume, you make an ass out of you and me, right?
Yeah.
You know what?
Mhm.
Fair.
Never assume in a battle, Yun. Gotta learn that.
To be fair, I blame Faye because she gave me the idea, so.
Well, you
Not
gotta
someone to
fight
blame.
dirty sometimes.
You know what? I started the game off dirty as well. I literally said that we weren't gonna hit in the face, and then I hit you immediately in the face. So that was on me. I'll be honest with you. I was aiming for your chest. My aim was a bit off. It was sort
I
of like
can
a
help you
surprise
with that.
attack.
I can help
I'd
you with that.
appreciate that. Any opportunity, that'd be great.
It's all about balance, like what I was telling you previously.
Hey Yoon, do you know I'm also a waterbender?
You are?
I'm gonna splash him with some water.
Ah, you got me! Ah! Yun's then going to splash you back with a even bigger, both arms, whole body in it. Just,
I'm gonna splash him back even harder then.
Yeah, so these two are just like absolutely just throwing water at each other.
Well, water bending.
Splashing, it's water and getting like slightly chlorinated water in your eyes, like things. As Kyoshi sighs and just like drops herself further into the water.
Faye's kind of got like her hands on Laoban's face, just looking her over to check the bruising and shit. She's like, "Are you sure you're okay?"
It's fine, it'll fade.
Oh, you got stepped on by Rangi.
It's fine, it's normal. It's good.
You should have to ask her nicely to do that sort of thing.
No, I think Rangi is a good fighter. I'll have to fight you next time.
Who was that aimed at?
Rangi.
Oh, okay. You can try. You can certainly try. Any opportunity.
It's always good to practice.
I have yet to lose a fight, strictly.
Well, I look forward to attempting.
She looks over at Kyoshi. Kyoshi and I have a friendly rivalry. More friends than rivals, right? Yes, of course. We've known each other a very long time, so any opportunity we have, we will have at each other, as it were.
Friendly competition is good. Fuels the fire of the mind and the heart. Faye is gonna stand up and like kind of get out of the water though. Just a bit warm.
As you stand up, both Yun sort of like looks around very sort of casually, like.
She has her towel around her.
Yeah, remembers you're wearing a towel and like looks down sort of despondently.
At that moment, Taka's gonna splash him again.
Oh God! That was blindsiding me.
Eyes on the prize, man. Eyes on the prize.
What is the prize?
This, and I splash him again.
But yeah, as the sort of evening goes on, you sort of just have a nice little soak, and just relax. And any fatigue you've taken, any pain, is now completely void and gone, and you reverting back to your normal state of being after a restful time in the hot spring.
Nice.
Would anyone like to do anything else in the meantime?
I'll splash you on one more time for good luck.
That's cool. That's cool.
Probably I'm a better waterbender than you too.
I can't see anything. This is bad. Can you go blind from bath water?
It depends what's in the bath water. If there was like parasites or something in it.
Is there parasites in the bath water?
I think there's some salts in the bath, maybe, because it smells quite nice.
I think we would be okay. It's chlorinated, right?
It's partly chlorinated. That's fine.
Yeah, you should be fine. You should be fine.
It's like clean spring water being pumped in as well. I think we should be good. Yeah. So as you clamber out of the bath, Yun like slumps down on the ground. We had that water way too hot. I need a moment.
Faye's gonna like bend down and offer a hand to like Laoban to help her out the bath as well.
Kiyoshi's gonna pick Yun up and sort of throw him over her shoulder. Thank you. And Lottie is gonna clamber out as well. Okay, and then we'll put you guys back on.
I'll be right back.
How fucking dare you? If we like, then we can take a short. I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot more we're going to be doing anyway. So we'll be wrapping up in a bit before the obligatory post-credit sequence. But is there anything anyone wants to do? Now it's sort of like late evening time.
Yeah, I think the tiredness has just hit Kiyue, like after all the shit that has happened today. And he just literally just wants to go back to bed.
Yeah. What we can do is we can eat you all onto. Actually, it's probably only here. I need to send you in to just the first floor for now. Haruki is like immediately. She's already run on ahead of you guys and is upstairs in bed. Kiyoshi and Rangi have both also retreated upstairs. I think we can have. I mean, if you guys want like dinner, we can get something. Get the servants to put something together for you guys.
So yeah,
sure.
Okay, cool. Follow me.
Yeah, I'm gonna just head to bed. You know, guys, I'm feeling it from today.
I can bring you some food later, Quiyue, if you want.
Oh, thank you. And then
it's all good.
Just run away to bed.
Faye is very much of the mindset you gotta eat to have strength.
One of the servants comes out and begins setting the table and then taking food orders. Perhaps summoned by the sound of food, Haruki makes her way down the stairs, accompanied now by Jianzhu and Hairan.
Her name doesn't show up under her token.
Does it not?
No.
We don't need to know her name.
There we go, it does now.
Thank you.
And yes, they all fought very valiantly. Yun in particular. I think there was definitely something unlocked there in that fight. You believe so? Yes, definitely something. Interesting.
I taught Yun how to waterbend.
You taught you waterbended? No, it was he threw water in my face. Oh. Jianzhu looks visibly disappointed. Well, there is still time. He sits down at the head of the table. Lod beside Faye. I'll allow it. There we go. As you're sort of tucking into your meals, Jianzhu sort of looks around at each of you. I appreciate everything you have done in this time. Yun is still young and inexperienced, but he has great potential, and I want to see that flourish. And I think continued exposure to the likes of yourselves will assist with that, as well as with Kiyoshi and Rangi, who I believe are very fond of him themselves. If you have any questions you have for myself, I would be willing to try my best to answer them for you.
I've got a question.
What's for dinner?
Yeah, beat me to it.
Oh, well, we can pretty much accommodate any of your dietary requirements. Largely, we generally have a sort of seafood-based diet, as we are a coastal town. So all of the fish, crabs, and other sea creatures are completely freshly caught.
Faye is hungry and will eat anything.
It's good to know. I meant if anyone had any questions regarding the Avatar's training, or...
Yeah, what do you and Heyran do?
Well, Heyran is a important Fire Nation dignitary and a very powerful firebender. I myself am a powerful earthbender. We also were both very fond friends of the previous Avatar.
Will we get to fight you as well?
You could try.
I think that's a yes, Faye.
What? Yes!
Faye, you might have some background knowledge of Jianzhu.
Mm-hmm.
Jinshu's reputation, though he seems like a fairly friendly person, this man has killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
His official title is Jianzhu the Gravedigger. As in many combat encounters, he has used earthbending to physically bury people alive.
Yeah.
So he's a very, very powerful earthbender.
She still wants to fight him.
You know less about Heiran. She's you might have a little bit of knowledge of her being a sort of firebending noble. You might have even heard stories about both of them, as they were, they both traveled with Avatar Kuruk and have, and traveled on many adventures with him.
Faye likes to learn through experience. So even if she gets beat up real badly, she'll just see it as a learning curve.
Yeah.
So she would like to be buried alive by Jianzhu, I guess.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah. She'd get out of it. She would get out of it. It's fine.
I mean, Taka managed to get out of it, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I am curious about yourselves as well. I obviously only really knew most of you through Kova, and obviously he sadly was unable to be with us.
Which one's Kova?
Kova, he was a young waterbender that these people traveled with for a short time. I believe you may have met him at the
briefly.
palace.
Briefly, I think I did. Yes.
He is a very skilled young man, and I have a close personal relationship with him.
I see.
He has a lot of potential. I was hoping he would be willing to meet with Yun, but obviously it's a delicate situation.
Taka's only phase. Kova has daddy issues.
Oh, same. She just nods. She gets it.
But the rest of you are here, which is good. I think you've done a lot of good for Yun, and I'm hoping that with your continued guidance and assistance, we can have him on the right path.
Yeah, you gotta value what's in front of you, not mourn what's not.
At this point, the servants start plating out food. It looks like it's a sort of roasted lobster shark.
Oh.
Which is very, very, very well poached.
I've always wanted to try lobster shark.
I think I've only had it once before.
It is an Earth Nation delicacy. You have to cook it correctly, otherwise it's completely poisonous. I jest. It's perfectly safe to eat. Haruki pulls it up and just starts ripping into it. Oh, it's very hard to get good lobster shark.
It's really chewy.
It's gristly. That's a good gristle. Yeah, can you ask him if they've got any bread? Oh yes, do you have any bread for the duck? The turtle duck.
Actually, Sora says he should be eating nuts and berries.
I'm sure some bread would be okay, so long as they had it together.
I'm not eating nuts and berries. I'm having fucking bread.
I mean, Sora did say he's having a bit too much bread lately.
Well, maybe if so long as he pairs it with like the fruit.
Maybe some raisin bread or something.
Like half the bread.
Well, maybe doesn't need to be berries. Maybe you could have like a wine or something with it. Pair it with that.
I don't think animals can drink wine,
Haruki.
Haruki.
Drink wine. I don't even like it. It's too sweet. Oh, you're more of an ale drinker, are you? I do like a beer now and again. Though Laoban never lets me have any.
Oh.
I wonder why.
Are we allowed alcohol with the dinner?
Well, if you'd like a drink, we certainly can get something from the wine cellar. We have a few casket ales as well.
I'll try it.
Jianzhu waves a hand to his servant, who runs into the back room and pulls out and comes out with a very big bottle of red wine, which he starts pouring out for everyone. Usually, it'd have a white wine with lobster shark, but in this case, I'll drink a red.
Faye's
I'm
gonna
actually,
throw in some as well.
technically too young to drink. Yun
Taka's gonna
says.
give a quick kick to Yun under the table to make him not say anything.
Yeah, I'm good for some wine. Good wine. Avatar needs his wine, and swigs the entire glass back.
That's it.
Good. It's real good.
Normally,
Taste. Really sweet. No, I like the taste. Very good. He pours himself another glass. Jianzhu sort of frowns. In moderation, Yun. Yep, moderation. He throws back another glass.
You drink it slowly. You drink it slowly. Like
real
you take
good.
you take steps.
Real good. It's real good. I like it.
Faye is gonna remove the bottle from his area
Mhm.
and kind of just put it towards Haruki, probably.
Haruki takes the wine, pours out a very tall glass of it. That is the good stuff. This is you definitely do spoilers, Jianzhu. Well, I have a lot that I'm ready to give.
Haruki,
Yes.
are you willing to share maybe a little of your flask?
Huh?
The flask.
Yeah, just share a little with us.
I mean, I'm always happy to share. And she unscrews the top from the flask and starts pouring it into little shot glasses. Not too much, mind you. Just got
Of
to
course,
have
in
just
moderation.
the right little amount. And she
What-
starts
what is
passing it
it?
around the table.
It's good
It's
stuff from the Earth
just-
Kingdom.
It's just a little tonic. Something to calm the nerves.
Oh, okay.
Jianzhu, she slides it over to Jianzhu and smiles at him. Well, when in Ba Sing Se, and he throws back the shot. Who's drinking?
Taka's
Faye's
having
gonna
some.
copy what Jinshu does, but then chase it with the wine.
Yep.
Okay, I'll yield.
Yep. Okay. So everyone around the table has just drunk cactus juice and is absolutely tripping balls right now. And we'll leave the session there, I guess.
I can see 17 different colors.
As the night fades and you all experience a very, very weird trip. As that happens,
For once, Kiyue was smart for going to bed.
Oh man, Faye's gonna try bring Hiwei food, absolutely tripping balls, and just bring them a lamp instead.
Oh my god. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh fuck.
you are all tripping balls. 5 figures stand at the entrance to the mansion. One clad all in black takes the lead. You're to follow my orders to the letter, and we'll get through this without any mishaps. Blake sort of heads forward. I actually have no idea. You didn't actually tell me what we're going to be doing here or what. Just listen. I told you who the target was. And when you find her, you bring her to me. Yeah, but why do you think that you have a shared history with her? She trusts you. She will follow you. He clicks his fingers at Scylla. Yes, yes. You also have a shared history with this woman? Yes, something of a... I say so. Okay. She trusts you, so you're to walk in and extract her without issue. I'm sure you can do that. Yes, we can definitely do that. We're not going to hurt her, though, are we? We are not going to hurt anyone. Unless you make some silly mistakes. You're not going to make any silly mistakes, are you? No, we're not. No mistakes here. Good. I'll be out here with Zaya and Haosheng. You do what you need to do. Yes, we can do that. Two young men make their way up the path. I feel like we might be a little out of our depth with all of this. You think? Just a little bit? Except I feel that if we even try to get away at this point, that either the scary air nation lady is going to suffocate us, or perhaps the crazy fist-fighting firebender will pound us into the ground. Yeah, that's true. That's an issue. There's the spot, the place, the lights are on. Shit. What are we doing? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Yeah, she's just going to... We're just going to walk in and just ask nicely for her to follow us, and she'll probably want to come with us because she trusts us. Cool. So this position of trust that we've garnered, is it wrong that we are thinking of abusing that? Oh yes, it's incredibly wrong, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, cool. As long as we're on the same wavelength at that point. At that moment, the door clicks open as a figure stumbles out. Ah! Oh god. Why is it always so sharp? The air's always so sharp. Shit, she's here. Okay. Act casual. Oh, young boys, are you here to take me away? Yeah, actually, we kind of. Well, I'll go wherever the party is. Really? You're just gonna come with us? I don't see why not. You both look just like my husband right now. We both look like... I hope she doesn't mean literally, because I don't know what he look... I think we can have a very good night together, young boys. Come on, get moving. And she links arms with both of them and stumbles forward. Come on, don't keep a girl waiting. Okay, cool. We'll just go this way. As they're heading off this way, Kibo has made his way across the garden path and sets his sight on the shrine. He looks at the young boys carrying this extremely intoxicated old lady down the road, and then over at the shrine, casually takes a few steps towards it. There is a prickle to the air as he steps and climbs to the very top. Does this now look... Is it showing a nighttime version for you guys now?
Yes.
That's good. He looks around and he feels a familiar presence. His fists clench as his leg begins to shake. You're here, aren't you? Silence. But the feeling begins to fill him further. I know you're here, Lucina. I can feel you. Figure appears before him. A smile on her face. She approaches him, very slowly. How did you get here? He doesn't respond. And yet, he knows. The same way as the rest of us, I imagine. I am sorry. Her face sours for a moment. I mean it. I didn't intend for it to go this way. I didn't intend for any of it to go the way it did, but I can't stop now. She shakes her head. I know they will try. And I will let them. But I have to do what I have to do. She reaches a hand towards him, and he bats it away. He passes through her spirit form. You don't understand what it is I have to do here. If I stop now, then they will all have died for nothing. You will have died. I can't stop now. He turns his back and heads out, back down the pathway. He hesitates for a moment and turns around and looks back at the monument behind him. A frown creeps across his face as his jaw clenches. With a wave of his hand, flames engulf the entirety of the shrine. He spits on the ground and makes his way back down. Okay, we've got the incapacitated old lady. Is there anything else you need us to do? We're done here. Get moving. Okay, cool. Good talk. And they head off, accompanied by Haruki. Kibo takes one last look at the burning shrine, then over at the Avatar Mansion. Shakes his head. Walks on down the road, leading his party away. And that's where we'll leave today's session.